Right, let us discuss all the MCQs with a detailed explanation in our Super 6 MCQ series. Now we are going to discuss MCQs on real numbers of class 10th. Now let us quickly start our Super 6 series without any further delay. And let us click on the first question and see here a number n when divided by 16 gives the remainder 5. Dash is the remainder when the same number is divided by 8. This is the question. The answer is option C is correct. Now let us discuss why this option C is correct. Now let us discuss why the option C 5 is correct. In the question they have given that there is a number n and when you divide with 16 it leaves remainder 5. So quotient may be something, so we have taken q. Now this division you can write as n is equals to 16 into q, 16 into q plus 5. Now here this 16 in place of 16 if you write 2 into 8, then if you take 8 common from this, 8 into 2q plus 5, you can express this given number as 8 into 2q plus 5. Let us write this same statement here as shown on the screen. So what we are writing, when n is divided with 8, it divides 2q times and finally leaves remainder 5. So that is the reason we have given option C and 5 is the correct answer. Next, our second question is HCF of 3 cube into 5 to the power of 4 and 3 to the power of 4 into 5 square is dash. So the correct answer is 675. So now let us discuss why this 675 is correct for this given question. Now let us discuss the answer in detail. They have given two numbers. What are they? 3 cube into 5 to the power of 4, one number. Another number is 3 to the power of 4 into 5 square. And for these two numbers, we need to find highest common factor. For that, step 1 is from these two numbers, we have to select common prime numbers. So in these two numbers, we have 3 and 5. So we have selected those two common prime numbers. Next, step 2 is we have to select lowest power. So for 3, we have 3 cube. For 3, we have 3 to the power of 4. So lowest power is 3. So we have selected 3. When it comes to the prime number 5, the lowest power is 2 here and here 4 is there. So that is the reason we are selecting 2 because it is a lowest power. Next, we need to multiply these two. 3 cube is nothing but 27, 5 square is nothing but 25. When you multiply these two, you will get 675. So that is the reason we have selected option A because the answer is 675. Our next question is question 3. So let us see the third question. If A is equal to x y square and B is equal to x cube y to the power of 5, where x and y are prime numbers, then LCM of A and B is dash. This is the question and the correct answer is B, x cube into y to the power of 5. This is the correct answer. Now let us discuss why this is correct. In the question they asked LCM of xy square and x cube y to the power of 5. And the basic thing is to find LCM, least common multiple, what we have to do is from these two given numbers, we have to select all the prime numbers. So that is what we have done. X we have here and y we have here. So whatever the prime numbers which are there in the given numbers, we have selected. What are they? X and y. Step 1. Next, step 2. To find LCM, least common multiple, you need to select highest power. See here, x power is 1 and here x to the power 3. So highest power is 3. We have selected x cube. Similarly, y square and y to the power of 5 is there. Between these two, highest power is 5. So that is the reason we have selected 5. Finally, LCM of these two numbers is x cube into y to the power of 5 and that is why we have selected this option. Our next question is, and let us look at the question 4, fourth question. Given HCF of these two numbers is 120 and LCM of these two numbers is 252 into K, then we need to find the value of K. So the correct answer is, we know that product of LCM and HCF of two numbers is equals to product of those two numbers. That is what we know. And in the question they have given LCM of these two numbers is 252K and HCF is 120. Now this 252 will divide this 2520 10 times. So when you cancel this side and right side, you can write after cancellation K into 120 is equals to 10 into 6600. Let us transpose this 120 towards right side, then we can write as shown here. Next, let us cancel this 0 and this 0. So we can write the remaining 10 into 660 by 12. Now 12 1 ja 12 55 times. So after multiplication we will get 550 is the value of K. So that is why we have selected the value of K is equal to 550. Our next question is fifth question, and let us see the fifth question. The product of LCM and HCF of the smallest prime number and the smallest composite number is dash. The answer is, now let us discuss why this answer is correct. See, smallest prime number we know that is 2, smallest composite number is 4, and LCM of 2 and 4 is 4, HCF of these two numbers is 2. So when you multiply this LCM and HCF, you will get 8. So product of LCM and HCF of these two numbers is equal to 8. So finally we have selected 8 as our answer. Our next question is, and let us see the sixth problem. The greatest number which divides both 30 and 80, after division it leaves 2 and 3 as remainder respectively. So now we need to find what is the greatest number which divides these two numbers and leaves 2 and 3 remainder. So the correct answer is option B, and the answer is 7. Now let us discuss why this option B is correct. In the question they said that when you divide with a greatest number to 30, it leaves 2 as a remainder. It means 30 minus 2 is nothing but 28 can be easily divided or perfectly divided by that number. Next number, when you divide with that number, it leaves, when you divide with that number to 80, it leaves 3 as remainder. It means 77 can be divided by that number. So indirectly what they are asking is, we have to find HCF of 28 and 77. And when you find HCF of 28 and 77 using prime factorization method or any other method, you will get answer 7. Therefore, the greatest number which divides both 30 and 80, leaving remainder 2 and 3 respectively, is 7. So we have selected, that is the reason we have selected 7 as our correct answer. Congratulations to all of you for successfully finishing and learning all these Super 6 questions.